Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode is episode 2 of the Rock and Roll Venues series, and it's another unlikely couple of venues today. It's a couple of schools, and you'll know from the title that we're here in Winchester, the heartland of the county. So yeah, let's get moving. So I've got this list of venues that my brother used to visit as a teddy boy in the late 1970s. He had a scrapbook of tickets, loads, tons and tons of tickets and flyers, posters from these venues. And I think it would be pretty cool to visit some of them on the ER-5 this year and see what's there now. Treading some of the footsteps that he trod in back then. You know, we lost him about 20 years ago, but I've got a love of rock and roll because of him, and I just wish I could have gone to some of those gigs with him back then, but I was only sort of 5 or 6 when it was happening. But yeah, this series is just about some of those venues. There's about 20 venues in Hampshire, mostly down the sort of Southampton, Portsmouth area. So let's just go there and see what's there now. So we're here in Winchester, and we've got 2 venues to look at today. Daneshill Secondary Girls School, which is now part of King's School, and we've got the Henry Beaufort County Secondary School, Henry Beaufort School. So yeah, we'll go and have a little look at those. I'm not going to video around there or take a ton of photos because in this day and age it feels a bit off somehow, videoing outside of school. But you know, I'll take a picture of the front. It's going to have changed a lot, I think, in the last 40 years, but there might be something there that somebody that went to one of these dances recognises. And we're here in the heart of Hampshire, in Winchester. So I'll take a few photographs for perspective of this lovely ancient city. Actually, while I'm here, I'm just going to pan around this spot because, sorry about that, I just very dramatically dropped the camera and all the tickets I was holding. But yeah, while I'm here, I just want to pan around this spot because this is St Swithin's Church. I hope I'm right in saying that. I'm sure I said that on the sign as I came in. And you pass it on the way into Winchester as you're coming through the Worthies. You know, if you're coming from the A30 direction, and it's beautiful. It's lovely and quiet here, and you know, this spot to me is kind of Winchester in a nutshell, because you kind of get this idea of somewhere as ancient as Winchester and everything that it's seen, all the changes it's been through, the things that have happened here, the historical figures that have resided here. You know, capital city of Wessex, seat of kings, Alfred the Great. You know, just where do you start with the history of Winchester? But to me, personally, once you're into the city, it doesn't quite get there for me. I don't know why. There's something about modern Winchester that doesn't quite gel with me, but a place like this just completely captures somehow Winchester for me, and sort of old Hampshire. You don't want to be looking at me. Let me, as I said I would before I drop the camera, pan the camera round so you can get a proper view of everything, and then we'll carry on our way. So yeah, here we go. Cup of coffee, as is always necessary on days like this. Bit warmer than last week when we went to where did we go? Up in Farnham. My mind's gone completely. The village hall. Crondall, that's it, Crondall. Freezing cold it was that day. This week, much warmer, bit wet, but it's winter. What are you going to do? So yeah, look at that beautiful little tributary there. I mean, to me, one of the big things about Hampshire is the rivers. You've got the Test, the Itchen, you know, and all the beautiful little tributaries that connect into it. Chalk rivers, and you know, when people say Hampshire, to me, that's kind of what I think about, the waterways. But I mean, just look at that. Imagine that on a summer's day, you know, what a gorgeous setting. Yeah, my camera probably isn't really capturing it and doing it justice, but this really would be a beautiful place to come when the weather was a little bit warmer. That gorgeous old brick bridge up there, look. Imagine the things that this area has seen, the changes that have happened around it, you know. We're not here to talk about this church or this place, but this is beautiful, and I just couldn't resist stopping here to have a little look at it. Okay, I won't take up any more of your time on this video with that, but you know, if you're on your way to Winchester ever, pop in at the Worthies side of town, you know, as you head out towards Alresford and that way, and just pop in here, bring a flask and a biscuit or something, and just reflect for a minute. Gorgeous. In fact, give me a second, I'm just going to take you up to the main road and just give you some context of where it is, because you might zoom by and miss it. So yeah, Hebborn Worthy that way, back out to the A30 Alresford, Winchester that way, and yeah, here we go, St Swithin's Church. So thank you very much for this nice little moment. St Swithin's Church. Anyway, let's continue on our way. To Winchester, you're going to know about this anyway, but as you come up the one-way system past Iceland, there's a little motorcycle free parking bay tucked in behind the arches, so that's a good little tip for the Brooks Shopping Centre. So this photograph was taken, I'm guessing, late 70s, maybe, you know, 1980, 1981. And this would have been at one of the venues that I'm visiting in this series, I would guess. That's my brother there, second from left. I haven't got many photographs from this time, but I thought this was a good one to share. And I don't know any of the people in this photograph. I know some of his mates came to his funeral, but you know, that was over 20 years ago now, and I've lost touch with pretty much everyone that was there. So, you know, if you know anyone in this photo, or you knew my brother, Nigel Johns, or any of the venues that we're exploring in this series, I'd love to hear from you. But anyway, thanks for watching the video. Take care and speak to you soon.